When I was in grade 9, I went to a school in Hong Kong. For our annual trip, we went over to Thailand to some rural little campground with dorms. Every year, my school went to this particular camp because it was conveniently located for the activities that the school annually planned. However, those students in higher grades always said that the dorm 4D was haunted. As luck would have it, I was assigned to dorm 4D with 7 other classmates. When we arrived on the first day, things were pretty fine. We did some hiking, rock climbing, your standard outdoor camp stuff. During our free period, I was pretty worn out. I'm not much of a physically active person, so I decided to head back to my dorm and finish off my Harry Potter books. When suddenly, in the corner of my eye, I could swear that I saw someone peering through the window of the dorm. As soon as I glanced up, however, the figure vanished. However, the shrubs just outside the window were still slightly rustling, almost like who, or whatever it was, had just taken off. I disregarded it as someone who was just being overly cautious, so I continued reading my books. After us kids had dinner, we all headed back to our dorms and started fooling around. We were sitting in the common room, playing cards and stuff. It was rather late, I'd say around 11 PM by now, so it was past curfew time. Teachers were going around to check that people were in their dorms, and it was lights out at 12. As we were playing cards, all of us thought we could hear someone faintly humming. A high-pitched voice, like a kid's voice, coming from the bathroom. If you'd ever tried talking loud in the bathroom, you'll know that your voice sort of echoes. Well, the humming voice had that kind of effect, so we thought it was coming from the bathroom. I went over to check the bathroom, but there was nothing there. As soon as I came within, say, 15 feet of the door, the voice would stop. Weird, I thought. But we were all in a big group of 8, we weren't that worried. So, after lights out, we were pretty much burnt out. We all decided to turn in. This is when the stuff really started to go down. It was going on to about 12:45 when I heard a startled yell coming from the other bedroom. I rushed out of my door with Andrew, my bunkmate, and we bumped into the other guys in the dorm. They were all peeping out from their rooms at the same time. The guys in room 2 were looking really panicked. We asked them what was wrong, and Steve, one of the dudes, said that he saw a figure in a long red gown walk briskly past the open doorway as he was lying there in the dark trying to go to sleep. Obviously, we found no such figure in the room. Now, Steve was a big, athletic guy, around 6'2" at the time of the incident. He's always the hard ass when it comes to sports, and really outgoing. It was pretty freaky for him to be the one getting scared like that, so we were all pretty unsettled. Coming around 2 AM, we were suddenly startled again that we all ran out and met in the common area. It seems like there was some maniacal laughter coming from the corridor outside, and there was a clanging, like there was someone holding something metallic and banging it against the walls. The noise seemed to come closer to our door, louder and louder, until it suddenly stopped. By this time, we were ready to bail. We were scared. We all decided to pull up all our bed sheets, clear the living area, and camp as a whole group in the middle of the dorm. It wasn't until 4 AM that some really weird stuff went down again. We were all pretty much passed out at this point, but we were all awoken by a strange thumping sound that seemed to come from the roof. It was almost as if someone was walking on the roof, because the thumps went from above my room to above the second room, and down the third, and then the fourth rooms, we decided to head outside to see if we could see anything on the roof. Grabbing our flashlights and phones, we went out as a bunch. First, we checked the roof. Nothing. We went around to check if there was anything that could lead up to the roof, that someone could climb. We found a large drain pipe that was running alongside the window where I thought I saw the figure. However, it didn't really have enough of a foothold for anyone to climb. I did notice something strange though. The window where I thought I saw the figure was really dirty. However, there was a strange set of 5 lines, almost as if someone had dragged their hand down the window, displacing some of the dirt. Also, the drain pipes had caused the ground around the window to be fairly damp and muddy. Anyone who had been there would have left prints or marks of some sort. I did not see any prints other than my own, which struck me as strange. We decided to head back to our room and tell the teachers about it the next time we saw them. However, when we got there, we saw the most weirdest thing of all. All of our bed sheets that we had removed and gathered in the middle of the room had been pulled towards the bathroom. It seems as if they had been pulled halfway through the bathroom door, then the door had been closed on the sheets, leaving them caught in the door. Freaked out beyond belief at this point, we decided to have shifts between the 8 of us, as we had to burn more hours until 8 AM, when we could head out for breakfast. This we did, and for the rest of the night, it seemed fine. The next day, we met the teachers in the cafeteria. We told them of what happened the night before. The teachers listened patiently, understanding from the seriousness of our faces that we were not kidding around. One of the teachers, Mr. Benton, said that he heard faint banging and stomping sounds coming from the direction of our dorm. Another, Mrs. Westwood, said that she thought several times in the night that a figure was walking outside a window. It was agreed that we all moved to a different location, and later on that day, we boarded a bus to go to a different campsite. Before leaving, Steve and I went to talk to the caretaker of the campground and asked him about the peculiar events. What he told us freaked us out big time. He said that a little girl had been playing around and she saw the big drain pipe leading up to the roof. She climbed up the drain pipe and got up on the roof. The roof, however, was slanted and wet from the rain and humidity. Thailand is very tropical. She slipped, fell, and broke her neck, landing right outside the window where I thought I saw the figure. Her mother, one of the maintenance staff at the time, was so distressed that she went near insane, locking herself in the bathroom and humming incoherently for a whole day. Then, around 3 AM the same night, she ran, laughing hysterically through the corridor, climbed the roof up the same pipe, and jumped, killing herself in the process. That's the first, and hopefully last time, I go to Thailand.